It's my usual sit with myself Sunday, and today's a mixed bag. Great evening mixed with bad news. Lost a friend, but here we are still. So I'm trying. But let's talk about the difference between boundaries and then like enforcing your boundaries and using your boundaries as a scapegoat. Now this one falls into what I call my icky, tricky, sticky territory. It's real easy to think that, hey, I need to throw up that boundary wall and maybe have that discussion or back away from something because it's unhealthy. But sometimes it's not unhealthy, it's merely making you confront something that's uncomfortable. And that's a different story. Because lean into the discomfort, as my therapist said, is where you find growth. Because we've all been on both sides of the fence of either dumping too much of our stuff on someone else or having someone dump too much of theirs on us and then going, whoa, 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 this needs to chill, this needs to slow down, needs to break, this needs some sort of structure. But there's also that, oh, well, I don't like this way this is making me feel, so I'm going to label it as a boundary and go, I am within my rights, to do or not to do something to make myself happy that's in my greater good or whatever, regardless of how other people feel about it. But you really, really need to think about what you're dealing with there. I have had those times. It's kind of like when you are sitting with yourself, going on your healing journey, and you're just thinking, I'm getting better and better. And then you run into that meme, that person, that line in that movie that goes, are you really healed, or have you self-isolated so much that nothing can trigger you because you're not letting yourself be exposed to anything to test out that new healed person that you are? That really it just goes along with the whole thing I'm saying here with using boundaries as a scapegoat, because sometimes something comes along and you're just like, ooh, that is dredging up things that feel and sense and seem like sewage sludge to me, and I don't want nothing to do with it. And yeah, it could very well be toxic or something you need to stay away from, but a lot of time it's an emotional alley. It's bringing up an emotional alley, something you don't want to face, or something you know you need to face, or maybe you're not ready for, or something that is such a tender spot that everything in your brain goes, danger, Will Robinson, danger, run away, right? So you erect the whole, boundaries is the word everybody is using, which we should all have and do better with. But sometimes that's not the thing you need to do. You need to really look at it. Are you really enforcing the boundary and doing what's best for you? Are you using the boundary to take the easy road so you don't have to confront something that's uncomfortable? Are you possibly leaving a friend out in the wings because they're dealing with something that you're not quite healed from yourself, and you go, whoop, that sounds like a whole lot. I don't want mixed in that, so I'm just not going to touch it, and I'm going to throw up my boundary. I mean, you really have the right as a human to do it all, but you might want to think about it and your reasonings for doing it before you do it, or maybe even after you do it. I'm not trying to get too preachy here, but yeah, it's fine line to walk sometimes, and I have not always walked it with grace, but I really take the time to look at things when something makes me uncomfortable and I think it's a boundary cross. I really take the time to make sure that's what it is, and it's not just some version of some traumatic, unhealed, or just sticky or uncomfortable thing for me personally that I want to hide from. I want to take the easy route because, the term boundaries is not new, but the widespread use of it is. And it's really got people afraid to even push back if somebody leaves them like stranded on the emotional island with something because they don't want to disrespect someone's boundaries, even if they might have a suspicion that I really think, dude, chick, I really think you're hiding away on me here, but either way, it's not something easy to navigate. But I thought we would talk about it today. Maybe drop something in the comments. I would love to hear anyone else's experience with struggling identifying the difference between a trigger and a boundary, or a time where you weren't quite sure what it was, or that maybe even you knew when someone was leaving you on a lonely island with something and hiding behind one of these terms, and you just went, oh, okay, I'm just gonna have to wing it on this one. But I would love to hear about it, so drop a comment. And I'd also like to hear your opinion on this video. Hope the sound quality's good. The girl's voice isn't the best. Had an emotional night, so you see my little puffy eyes. But I'm dealing with it. Love you all. Thanks for listening.